Well, so long SUV. Turns out the big family car is back. Auto industry analyst Jeff Bortson and head of consumer affairs for GM, James Bell, joining us once again this morning to talk about why Americans are falling in love with the latest full-size sedans. Guys, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Why do you think people are moving away from the SUVs and minivans that we've seen for so long?
Good question, Kristen. Consumers are moving away from SUVs and minivans for a number of reasons. One is because of fuel efficiency. When we look at different segments today, you can get vehicles that can range anywhere from 35 up to 40 miles per gallon. Also, when you look at the minivan segment, you can't get a hybrid vehicle. So hybrid vehicle actually equates to higher gas mileage. Also, if you look at the styling, when you look at full-size SUVs and look at minivans, they don't have that styling that evokes, I've got to have one of these. Typically, people are buying those vehicles because of towing capabilities when we look at SUVs. And also, you've got the latest technology that's incorporated into a number of different segments today. When we look at a crossover segment, which are car-like vehicles, which still has the same utility as an SUV and minivan. Also, when you look at the mid-size segment and when we look at the new full-size segment that's growing and coming back strong now, that you can get all those different things incorporated into it.
Let's talk about design and technology. How is that driving the return of the big family car as opposed to the SUVs?
Well, I think Jeff's right. All the things he pointed out really shows how this particular segment has changed. But if you follow with me to the back of this Impala here, you'll see something interesting. Now, most people think that they need to get an SUV for the family road trips. They need a place to put all their stuff. So we have a selection of luggage here, probably indicative of many road trips. We backed an SUV into the studio here yesterday and loaded it up. As you see, it all fits fine. But there's a couple considerations. From a security perspective, now all my belongings are on view. Sure, it's behind glass, but prying eyes can have a look. Also, from a safety perspective, if I have to hit the brakes really hard, some of that luggage might come forward in the passenger compartment, as well as it will block my view, just having it all stacked up like that. So what we did was we backed the Impala in, opened up the trunk, and if we roll the tape here we go, you'll see that all this luggage easily fits there inside. And once it's all done, we can close the lid. And again, things are out of sight, as well as safe and protected from my passengers. And this being a full-size car, there's plenty of room for those passengers to enjoy.
Wonderful. Okay, so the 2014 Chevy Impala, how does this 10th generation model compare to years past?
Actually, it's a lot different from the ones in the past. There's some similarities and differences. We look at similarities. Again, you mentioned it's the 10th generation. So when it was first introduced back in the late 50s, there was this whole pizzazz about the vehicle. Big car, fancy, basically at the top of the line. This vehicle brings it all back again, evokes that same spirit and passion. Also, some of the differences we look at when we compare the previous generation to where we are today, you have a lot of new technology that's infused into the vehicle, not only from a technological standpoint, but also as far as the aesthetics of it. You have with this a panoramic roof. You also have ventilated front seats in it. You have the MyLink system in it, which allows you to use your smartphone, and it's the same as using your smartphone and connecting it to the vehicle. So there's a number of different features that's in the vehicle.
Jeff, it sounds like you're talking about the Cadillac. Are you sure this is the Chevrolet?
No, we're talking about the Cadillac, and pricing also. No, we're talking about the Cadillac.
All right. You mean Chevrolet?
Chevrolet, correct.
See? Now, the two of them mixed up.
Exactly.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today. Very helpful information. Where can we go for more information on this?
For more information, you can check out two websites. You can go to jeffcars.com and also check out chevy.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.
Thank you.